Good morning everyone. Today's just a little bit of a video to talk about land and adverse possession and see if anybody's got any comments, suggestions, or if anybody can pretty much help. Basically, I've been on some land since 2016. I've not seen no owner in all the time I've been there, and now it's 2023. Since I've had the land, I've basically secured fencing, put the fencing back up, put my chains and padlocks on the gates, etc., to make sure obviously my presence is known. I never hide out the way. I always like to be seen. I'm never too quiet, so I'm always heard. So it's not as if I've hid out the way or anything like that. No bad intentions. I've literally tried to claim the land for my own use basically. And now it's 2023 and Network Rail are trying to state and claim that it's their land, which it may be their land, but via adverse possession, which is within the UK law, it allows anybody to try and put a claim to a set piece of land, whether it's owned, unowned or unregistered. Now clearly it's been abandoned for an amount of years. Now before claiming it in 2016, it was abandoned prior, as far as I'm aware. I tried to monitor it and that, and well, really it was just a place where people fly tipped all the time, which hasn't really stopped. It's slowed down a bit but not stopped fully. Anyway, back to the story. Since having land in 2016, I've had nothing but trouble from thieves, like local crackheads and smackheads basically, just robbing me stuff, killing me chickens, snapping me dog's neck, stealing me 2 puppies, just general things, stealing me clothes, unspeakable things basically, what you want to wish to your worst enemy. So now I'm thinking, well, is it worth holding on to the land since I've been here since 2016, or should I basically just give it up to them? Now I ain't really done much on the land, and all the time I've been there, it was only in January of 2023 that I decided to get a caravan and put a caravan on there and then report on clean streets, like DJ obviously audits always points out it's a decent app. So I reported that through obviously the fly tipping way through the app to my local Rotherham Council. Since doing so, this is when I got the notices on my land to say I had to vacate and leave. Whereas I didn't leave within 48 hours like it told me, because I didn't see the letter till 4 days later. Now obviously I'm still on the land at this point, and now I've received other notices to basically leave, remove my caravan. So I turned up yesterday, which was the 29th of March, and I turned up about 3-4 o'clock. Can't be precise on the time, but when I got there, I noticed all my signs were thrown down, ripped down, chucked on the floor, discarded like a piece of shit. Sorry for my abusive language, but it's just how it is. And then I noticed all of my chains, 5 of them basically, was all cut and just discarded, chucked on the floor, like not a care in the world. Now, yeah, I understand it's their land and they might be a bit angry, but I've been there all this time and I've got clearly signs up saying my name, basically telephone number, contact email address. So like I said, I'm not hid out the way, I've been there to be noticed. Anyway, I'm a bit angry that they've cut my chains, etc., chucked my signs down, but all, just to tip it all off, top of iceberg, they've gone basically and put their chains and padlocks on the gates and on one of my chains that's on the other gate, basically locking me in whilst telling me I've got 14 days to leave the land and remove the caravan, which I can't do. We aren't damaging their fence or chain or padlock. Obviously I've reported it to South Yorkshire Police, tried doing it over the telephone on, might be 101, I'm not sure if it's 101 or 111, either way, tried doing that, took that long, rang again, got put through to a different thing, still took that long, didn't get through to nobody, so it ended up going online, reporting it online and giving as much description and, well, information as I could to the scenario. Still waiting to hear back from South Yorkshire Police. I don't know when that's going to be. But if anybody can help in the meantime with any suggestions, as I don't drive myself, obviously the caravan does need towing somewhere. So if anybody can help with that, any suggestions on land law or anything like that, because I think they've quoted Halesbury's or Halsbury's Land Law of England, which this is the first time I've really heard about this. So literally I'm just basically asking for any help whatsoever to see if anybody can get any comments or suggestions, because literally I feel like I'm at shit creek without a paddle. And like I said, yep, Network Rail might have the upper hand because obviously they've got money behind them, whereas I'm just like a little fish just trying to make something in my life, trying to set up a business. But yet, as of yet, all the courses I've been on through all different training providers, it's all knockbacks and setbacks. You sign up to say, oh yeah, we'll promise you like this and other a van, but when you actually sign up and get there, you don't actually get anything like that. They criticise your business plan, etc. Just basically picking it apart. So I decided to write it on myself. As a job centre advisor did point me onto the land, I thought, well, because the job centre advisors told me about the land, then I can it's more like a chance to get it, more an opportunity to go for it, because that's somebody from the government telling me to do so. So I did, and now this is my situation. So can anyone help at all?